okay. You can still see our showroom and see all the American Standard, Roe, DXV, and Lixil products we have available. Ferguson Kitchen, Bath, and Lighting Company has the up-to-date trends and quality you expect. Visit our showroom at 119 Ambassador Drive, Bowling Green, Kentucky, or call Liz Sellers at 270-842-1672.
Advanced funeral planning is becoming a common practice. More than 75% of Americans think planning details of their own funeral makes good sense. Pre-planning with A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home gives you the satisfaction of knowing important decisions won't have to be made by grieving family and can even take place in their offices or in your home. Need info about pre-arranging a funeral at no obligation? Contact A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, 201 East Washington Street in Glasgow, or call them at 651-2080. Someone to lean on. A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home.
Now back to more action from the 4th Region Basketball Tournament from Western Kentucky University's E.A. Diddle Arena on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Brian Webb has Coach Piper Lindsay.
Thank you, Jay. Coach, what did you take away from that first half of exciting basketball?
I thought defensively we were pretty solid. We got to settle down offensively. We had way too many turnovers. Just take care of the basketball, and I like where we stand.
Good luck to you. Jay, Culver's, Butterburgers, North Atlantic cod is Brian Mush Webb's favorite, and it's a go-to for me. The cheese, I can't describe it to you, just what it tastes like, but if you've had Wisconsin cheese, and I think you have, it's good stuff, and it's not what those cheese heads wear on their head. Right. That's fake cheese. Don't try to eat that, Jay. It's not good, man. Appreciate Lowell, appreciate Culver's every year, and every Tuesday on Sports Web. Thank you so much for enjoying their food as well, Jay. I know you like it. I'm going to take you in there one day, and I'm going to buy you a great dinner, my friend, for the job you do. Thank you, Culver's.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to Delicious.
All right, we're ready for the second half. Coming up here from Diddle Arena, the girls' 4th Region Championship. The winner goes to Rupp Arena next week in Lexington, Kentucky for the first ever girls' Sweet 16 high school basketball tournament. Third quarter coming up, brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings of Bowling Green. Join their Blazer Rewards now for your chance at 4 Final Four tickets. Winner chosen March 4th. See Bowling Green store for details. Foul situation, Bowling Green's Taylor Ragland with 3. Keosden Jones picked up 2. Barron County's Mallory Pettigo picked up 2 fouls in the first half.
Really need to get Mallory involved. She sat for a long time, more than half of the first half. She sat, and every possession here, because it's such a low-scoring game, every possession in this half is going to be important. Take care of the basketball, get good shots. That exponentially increases your chance to victory.
Yep. Starting 5 for both teams here in the second half. Barron County moving from right to left here in this second half of play. Elizabeth Bertram will toss it out to Mallory Pettigo, and we're underway with the second half. Barron County trailing by 1 point. Mallory Pettigo working to the right side, halfway to the corner. Needs some help. Going to have to do something with it. Ragland's all over her. Gives it in the corner to Bush and back out to Mallory Pettigo. Gives to Bailey Pettigo, working left side against Jones. And now hands it back off to Mallory, working against Jones this time. And now off to England. Gives it back off to Bailey Pettigo. Drives the basket, puts it up and in.
Weave finally got into something offensively with the little weave and got a layup on the left side. We can't just dribble handoff every time, but we need to get something going like that.
Barron County on an 8-0 run since trailing 19-12. Now has regained the lead at 20-19. 7:13 to go in the third quarter. Brown with the basketball, throws it over to Jones. The 3-ball is no good. The ball hits the floor, and Bailey Pettigo's got it for the Trojanettes. Bailey Pettigo across the lane. It's deflected up in the air, but Bertram catches it, fires it back underneath the Bailey. She lays it in.
Right pass, and I think Jones may be, I don't know if she has a cramp or something, but she kind of pulled up lame and didn't get back on defense then.
Yeah, she's hurting out there, and I believe going to get Shelton in to replace her. Official timeout. Jones going to the bench.
I don't know what it is.
I'm not sure if it's a leg cramp or what, but they're going to look at her over there. A 10-0 run by Barron County after trailing 19-12. It's come back to take a 3-point lead, 22-19.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a cramp.
So Ragland will toss it in for the Lady Purples. Comes into play to Gray. And now Gray sends it left side over to Shelton. Shelton getting the screen from Brown. Out top is Tisdale. Right side is Ragland. Hands it back off to Gray. Gray now working to the right side. Out to Brown. Brown wants to make a move. Pushed off. Puts up a 14-footer. It's an air ball. Tisdale underneath. Dropped it on the inline.
Fortunate there. We gave her a wide open rebound. She just couldn't catch and corral.
And now Bowling Green's going to pick up with full court pressure. As the ball comes into Mallory Pettigo. Nobody guarding her. Ragland's going to pick her up. She's playing with 3 fouls. Mallory Pettigo. Driving right, hands it off to Bailey Pettigo. Driving left of the lane, has to reverse it back out. And Bertram went to the deck there. Here's England with the basketball, putting down the dribble against Brown. Hands it back off to Bailey Pettigo. Out to Mallory Pettigo. Mallory Pettigo hands it off to England. Now gives to Bailey Pettigo. In a crowd, throws up the runner, bounces high off the rim, and rebound taken off by Tisdale. She'll throw it up court now to Brown. Brown heads toward the middle. Stops left to the circle. Now needs help. Goes out to Ragland with it. 22-19 Barren. 5:38 to play. Third quarter. Tisdale launches a three. It comes off, and the rebound to Jalynn Bush. Bounces it off to Mallory Pettigo. And now to Bailey Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo on the left side. Behind the back dribble. Can't shoot. Has to throw it back out to Mallory. Gives to England. England now throws it back out front to Mallory Pettigo. 5:20 to play in the third. Barren up by 3. Hands it off to Bailey Pettigo. Gives to England out there. And off to Bertram. Bertram trying to go left. Throws up the shot. Hits the side of the backboard.
Forcing stuff right now.
Here comes Ragland. Crossover dribble. Down the lane. Throws it left side over to Shelton. Shelton wants to go baseline. Throws up the shot and hits it.
That shot falling away between two Trojans.
22-21. Behind the back dribble. It's Bailey Pettigo against Ragland. Throws it back out to Mallory Pettigo. Mallory Pettigo against Shelton. Now reversing. Top of the key. Backs out of the dribble now. Gives it back over to Bailey Pettigo. Back to Mallory. In the corner. England's going to pull the trigger. It is no good. In and out. Rebound. Bailey Pettigo back up. No good. Ball hits the floor. Loose ball. And Ragland rips it out of there for Bowling Green. Ragland driving. Right of the lane. Flips up the shot and it goes in.
Quick 4 points. Bowling Green back up by 1 after a couple of bad possessions by Barren.
23-22. Bailey Pettigo throws it high off the window. It's no good. Ball comes off, and it's Ragland with it. Ragland pulls up. Free throw line. Shot no good. It comes off to England. Gives it to Bailey Pettigo.
Got to take better shots, bottom line. We're just going in. Can't get very far and throwing it up when we get stopped.
4 minutes to play here in the third. A 23-22 Bowling Green lead. Bailey Pettigo out front with it. Ragland's backed off of her. Goes right side with it to Bertram. Gray on her. Out top is England. England goes left side to Bailey Pettigo. Back out to England. England goes right side over to Mallory Pettigo. And now Mallory Pettigo looking. Still looking. Throws it cross court back over to England on the left. And tries to fire it down to Bertram. Dumps it in there to Mallory Pettigo. Has to turn with it. Throws it back out to England. Throws it back to Mallory. Going baseline. Gets tripped up. Foul on Shelton. Her first, team's first in the second half.
Been a quick third quarter, already half gone.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of points on either side. I think was it 4 apiece?
Yeah, Bailey Pettigo with both field goals for Barren, and Ragland and Shelton with a field goal apiece for Bowling Green. Katie Murphy back in the game. Carly Delk in the game here in the second half for Coach Piper Lindsay. Mallory Pettigo will toss it in left of the basket. And now Mallory sends it out to England. Can't shoot. Now goes left side to Delk and back out to Mallory Pettigo. Right side over to England. England now looking for Murphy. Can't find her. Now here's Delk, top of the circle. Delk looking back over to England on the right side. England had it poked away. Stolen by Brown. Brown going to take it all the way to the hoop. Lays it up and in.
That's their 6th. And I think she's got all 6 of their points off turnovers just on easy layups.
25-22, Bowling Green by 3. 2:50 left in the third. And they've gone on a 6-0 run. Here's Mallory Pettigo in the corner. Murphy, a 3. Bottom!
Welcome to the offensive side of the game, Katie Murphy. I'm telling you, she's playing well, and I think she deserves to be in there right now playing the way she is.
Oak Tree 3 for Katie Murphy, the 7th grader. Ties it up at 25 with 2.5 to go. Third period. Jones with the basketball for Bowling Green to the right side. Murphy trying to stay with her. Gives it out to Brown. Brown drives the basket, throws it up. It is no good. Rebound, Tisdale. Going back up, foul on England.
Can't let Tisdale control the glass. We out-rebounded them by 5 in the first half, but Tisdale is around it. She's going to get it. And right there, it made us pay with the foul and a chance for her to earn points at the line.
Tisdale, an 8th grader, 5'11", has not scored in this game. Gets 2 shots here. First one is on the way, and it's good. Bowling Green back on top, 26-25. Taylor Ragland checking back in for Coach Calvin Head as Gray checks out.
Tisdale is all of a 42% free throw shooter on the year.
So she's got one more coming. 2:17 left in the third period. Here's Tisdale. Second shot is on the way, and it's good. And now a 2-point Bowling Green lead, 27-25. Mallory Pettigo with the basketball for the Trojanettes. Works against Jones. Takes it right side. Delk trying to set the screen. Shot block. Got it back, though. Mallory Pettigo working around the left side off the screen. In the corner, Murphy can't shoot. Throws it back over to England. 17-footer in the air. Got it!
Need a bucket. We got one.
Mackenzie England's second basket of the night. Ties it at 27. Made it 45 to go here in the third quarter. Right side with it is Jones. Jones sends it out now to Brown. Brown wants to make a move on Mallory Pettigo. Drives. Blocked. Out of bounds.
Shot deflections. Lighter side adjustments on drives on both sides of the basketball.
Jalynn Bush checking back to the Trojan lineup for Mackenzie England. And they throw the ball away, and it goes out of bounds. Unforced turnover. Barren County will have the ball with 1:35 to go here in the third, and a 27-27 ball game. The ball comes into Mallory Pettigo.
You see what I mean by every possession is important because we haven't had very many, and the quarter's almost over.
Right. And Jones comes up with a steal as Mallory Pettigo went to the deck. Pass picked off by Murphy. Murphy weaving it down the floor. Pass deflected right to Carly Delk. She missed the shot. Ball tapped out. Mallory Pettigo's got it. Gives it to Bertram. 1:08 to play in the third quarter. Throws it across over to Murphy, and she gets fouled by Ragland. That's her fourth.
A very dangerous pass that worked out beneficially for us.
1:06 to play in the third.
Really, you don't make a pass unless you know it's going to get where you intend it to go right now.
Yeah. Bertram looking to inbounds. Throws it out to Delk. Now Delk will hand it back to Bertram on the left side. Reversing back right, trying to go up and under. Here's Delk, puts it up, and good!
Pretty positioning by her. Melissa gave it to her right where all she did was turn and put it up in.
Here comes Shelton driving, and then Delk slips up the shot. It won't go. Batted up in the air, pulled down by Bush. And we're going to get a foul call.
I didn't see that one. Farley went to the deck. They're going to put it on
Tisdale pushed off. Her second, team's third in the second half.
Need a good possession and carry the momentum over to the fourth quarter.
Mallory Pettigo with a basketball. Brings it in front court against Jones. Hands it off to Murphy. Almost a turnover there. Back to Bertram. Bertram fires it down and goes too wide for Bush and out of bounds.
It might have been deflected, but it went too straight. Big change direction. Now you got to play defense to end the quarter on momentum.
Brown with the basketball for Bowling Green. 28 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Barren County with a 29-27 lead. Brown just standing out front with it, dribbling the basketball. They'll hold it for one shot. Got to watch Shelton in the corner. Got Gray in the other corner. Now they start to set up the play. Jones with it on the left side. And almost a turnover there. Here's Brown trying to flip up the shot. Going to get a foul called on Barren. Not sure if it's on Bush or Mallory Pettigo.
It's on Mallory, her third.
And so that'll be the second foul of the Trojanettes in the second half. Sending Brown to the free throw line for two shots. They haven't missed a free throw. They're 4 out of 4. And that one comes off. With 4.3 seconds to play here in the third. Barren County 29, Bowling Green 27.
They got their main rebounder out, but you still got to be sure to box out and get it if he misses again.
Brown back to the line. Second shot goes up, and it's no good. Elk with a rebound. Bounces it off to Mallory Pettigo. Going to have to throw up a mid-court shot at the buzzer. Hits the backboard. That's the end of the third quarter. Barren County on top, 29-27 over Bowling Green. One more quarter to go here in the 4th Region Championship game here at Diddle Arena. We'll be back for it after this on the Sky CTC 4th Region Basketball Tournament on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Napa know-how.
Right now, only at Napa, AAA members get a 20% discount. So you can avoid getting stranded on the side of the road by picking up some quality parts like batteries, brake pads, and more. Meaning you can prevent the problem before it ever becomes a problem. Bravo! That's 20% off for AAA members. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores. Exclusions apply. May not be combined with other offers. Offer ends 3/31/19.
You know those little white lies you tell yourself? Clogged pores? Not me. Oily skin? On this face? Blackheads? Nothing a little concealer can't hide. Truth is, your pores don't lie. And blackheads can only hide for so long. Introducing Biore Ultra Deep Cleansing Pore Strips with Witch Hazel. Get rid of blackheads and unclogged pores in just 10 minutes. Clogged pores can't hide from my Biore Pore Strips. Biore, free your pores.
Now back to more action from the 4th Region Basketball Tournament from Western Kentucky University's EA Diddle Arena on 103.7 Nash Icon.
4th quarter underway. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer. It's 29-27. Barren County. Bowling Green with the basketball. Brown's got it out top. Sends it over to Jones. Jones to the left wing. Out top it comes to Tisdale. Tisdale dribbles right against Murphy. Hands it off to Gray. Gray working left side to the corner. They kick it back out to Jones, the left wing. In the corner, Shelton for three. No good. Chasing down the rebound is Tisdale. Bowling Green keeps it alive. Jones has got it out front now for the Lady Purples.
We're in a little bit of a zone. I think this is a 3-2. That's a deep pocket pull from Piper there.
As they angle off right, Gray with the basketball out to Shelton. Shelton wants to drive, goes inside, throws up the shot, no good. Got to get a foul called against the Trojanettes.
In that 3-2, that's the one spot you can't let them get because there's no defense there. We had to step up. McKenzie, I think, got that foul.
Yeah. Her second. That'll be the third team foul on Barren County. First free throw is good for Brown. Barren County 5 of 12 the third quarter. Bowling Green was 3 of 10 from the field. Second shot is good for Brown. And now we got a tied game at 29 with 7:22 to go in the game. Bailey Pettigo with the basketball against Jones. Right side bounce pass off to Murphy. Murphy looking, still looking. Throws it out front back to Bailey Pettigo. Here's England with it, the right elbow. England turns, looks, throws it back to Bertram. Bertram wants to drive. She's cut off. And here's England. Can't shoot. Now goes in for a 10-footer. Gets fouled by Brown. Her first, team's fourth. 2 shots for Mackenzie England. At 6:58 to play. This fourth quarter is brought to you by Gary Force Paint and Body Shop, Vanderbilt Drive. They work with most all major insurance companies, and it's nowhere near the roundabout. England connects on the first. Barren County back on top, 30-29.
It's our fourth. This will be our 5th free throw of the whole game.
Yes. Second shot is in there.
Got to start playing defense. Got to start getting stops. Every possession, very important. Both sides, not just for us offensively.
Barren County 31, Bowling Green 29. 6:48 to go in the championship. Gray with the basketball, left side Shelton in the corner. Goes to Brown, back out to Shelton. And now Shelton goes back to Gray at long range left. Drives into the paint, flips up the shot. It's going to come off the rim. Tisdale puts it back up. No. Battle for the rebound. Gray comes out of there with it. The smallest player on the floor.
Got 2 rebounds.
Brown, long distance three is no good. England claims a rebound. We got a foul on Tisdale. And that will be number 3 on Tisdale. The 15th foul on Bowling Green.
Wasn't much of one. I agree with Bowling Green there, kind of a puzzled look.
Bailey Pettigo is going to bring it up for Barren. Gets it in front court. Jones staying with her. Crossover dribble out to Murphy. Murphy goes back over and now gives to England in the corner. England now dumps it off to Bertram. Bertram in the circle, throws up the shot. She hit it.
She had to go back right, but that's what we have to do according to their defense.
Gray with a basketball for Bowling Green. Backs out with it. 5:53 to play. Barren up by 4. Gray on the right side. Gets it out now to Brown. Brown top of the circle. Goes against Bailey Pettigo. Forces up the shot. It's deflected. Tisdale down low. Throws it back to Gray. And now Gray will hand it off out there to Jones. Can't leave her any space out there.
Katie's all over.
Down 3 threes there in the second quarter. Jones gives it out now to Shelton. Shelton now looking, in trouble. Back out to Brown. 5:23 to play. Brown hands it back behind her to Jones. Jones now at 5:17. Trojanette fans on their feet. Gray with a basketball for Bowling Green. Angling off to the right side. Gives it out to Shelton. Left side here is Brown spinning in the lane. Throwing up the shot. Traveling violation on Brown.
Good defense. That was a long defensive possession. We held our ground. Now couple it with a bucket. Stop with the bucket. Yeah. Stop with the bucket. Still a lot of game left. 5:05.
5:05. Mallory Pettigo brings it across the line. Sends it down the corner to England. Lobs it down in there to Bertram. Turns, throws it up. It is going to come off the rim, but she gets fouled.
Used the matchup. Huge disadvantage. Had Kyle Gray on her. We got it down there quick to her.
Gray, that's her first personal, number 6 on Bowling Green. Bertram at the line for 2 shots. She's got 10 points in the contest. And the first one goes up. It's good.
That's a really good call from the bench to recognize it that quick to get the ball down the floor as fast as we did to her.
Ragland has checked back in with those 4 fouls. She'll replace Gray for Bowling Green. And Bertram back to the stripe for one more. 34-29. Barren County make it 35-29. Trojanettes.
Got to keep her heads. I know a 6-point lead seems like a lot. It's almost the largest either team's had all game, but still, you got to play all it through.
Shelton wide open, lets it go for 3. It's an air ball and goes out of bounds. Trojanettes will get it with 4:44.
That was a rush shot by the youngster. Is she an 8th grader? That's right.
Yeah.
And
she transferred from Warren Central.
Yeah. She's going to be a good player, but that wasn't one of her better moments. And Bowling Green wants a timeout, a settle-down timeout, as I think Trojan Nation had a little bit of effect on that possession. I don't think there's any question. You might help me out, but I don't think there's any question that our student section's about 5 times bigger than theirs, and our whole fan base might be about 10 times the size of Bowling Green's crowd tonight.
Take an Ernie T's timeout. Visit Ernie T's Barbershop across from TSC on Scottsville Road, and go Tops. Got a break of the action. Open a Coke and enjoy the game. The winner of the 4th region will play the winner of the 15th region in the girls' Sweet 16 next Thursday at 11 a.m. at Rupp Arena in Lexington. And that was Johnson Central and Pikeville playing for the regional title in Region 15.
And as quick as this game's gone, I'm not sure I can get a score on that.
But they're on Eastern time, but I'm not sure if that game would be over yet, though. 4:44 left here at Diddle Arena.
No, there's no score update.
Okay.
Even with an hour head break.
Yeah. Trojanettes 35, Bowling Green 29. And it's Barren County's basketball.
At some point, I think Bowling Green's going to really turn up the pressure, and they might actually do it in the half court here.
Yeah. It comes into Mallory Pettigo. Going to have Tisdale guarding Mallory Pettigo. She gets it across, gives it over to Bailey Pettigo. Now Bailey Pettigo on the dribble, reversing back, hands it off out to Murphy. Murphy now throws it to England. England now looking, sends it back out to Mallory Pettigo, rather Bailey, over to Mallory on the right side. Mallory looking against Tisdale, dribbles out, gives it off to England, 4:19 to play. Bailey Pettigo out front, now gets rid of it off to Murphy. Murphy against Jones, gives it back to Mallory Pettigo, back out front to England. England back left side over to Bailey Pettigo, 4:08 to play, reversing back to the left side. Gives it to Mallory Pettigo, out to Murphy, and now to Bailey Pettigo. Throws it out to England now, with Brown really putting the pressure on her. And now throws it off to Bertram. Layup is good!
We almost went to a 5-corner, spread it out, even though we were weaving out front. That drew Bowling Green away. Elizabeth, little backdoor delivery from McKenzie to go up to our largest lead of 8.
3:43 to play. And here's Shelton trying to work up a shot. Missed everything. Underneath the basket, Bertram is going to be fouled.
Tisdale, I think, and that'll be 4 on her, right?
4 on Tisdale. And Trojanettes will be in the bonus with 3:36 to play. And Bertram will have 1+1 here. She's hit 3 in a row. Gray's going to check back in for Bowling Green, replacing Shelton. Bertram with 14 points tonight to lead the Trojanettes in scoring. 3:36 to play. Barren County 37, Bowling Green 29. Shot's good. (38-29) Barren County. That one's good. 39-29 Barren County. 3:35 to play in the girls' championship game. 3 by Jones is no good. Rebound by Bailey Pettigo for the Trojanettes. Bailey Pettigo lobs it down to Mallory. Throws up the shot, no good. Rebound knocked loose. Picked back up by Mallory Pettigo. She'll throw it out to England. And now England, what we got here?
We got a stoppage. It looked like Ragland. I don't know what happened. Maybe got hit in the nose and the face on the rebound.
I was looking away, so.
Yeah, I definitely didn't see it, but there was clutter around the rim as we tried to force a shot, and that was not a terrible thing to do, but when we got the rebound, we pulled it back out, and they stopped play for her. I don't know if it's bleeding or not. Her hand's all over her nose and her face, and Coach Head obviously upset that just didn't happen all by itself.
Yeah, he's still talking to one of the officials out there.
10-point lead. Bowling Green has only scored 10 points in a whole quarter once tonight, and that was in their first quarter when they went up 10-7. But we got to keep our heads and play with the lead here.
Yep. Bailey Pettigo will toss it in for the Trojanettes. It comes out to Mallory Pettigo at 3:15 left. Gives it over to England. England covered up by Brown. Throws it to Murphy. Murphy on the dribble. In trouble. Has to shovel it back out to Bailey Pettigo. Gives it back to Mallory Pettigo. Mallory Pettigo putting down the dribble. 3 minutes to play in the game. Barren up by 10. Mallory Pettigo on the left side against Tisdale. Now reversing. Trying to drive. Giving it back off to England. Throws it back to Mallory Pettigo. Covered up by Tisdale. Trying to get out of trouble there. Lobs it back out almost to midcourt to England. Hands it back off to Bailey Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo now gives it to England. England with 2:38 to play. Back to Bailey Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo in a trap. Throws it back out to Mallory Pettigo. Mallory Pettigo now in trouble. Needs some help. Has to call a timeout here. And we'll get the timeout with 2:30 to play.
They were going to call a foul, but Piper did the right thing and definitely called a timeout. You got 4 in your pocket. If we got in any trouble, it's better to save the possession than go to the free throw line even. What a fourth quarter that we played. If you look at it, it's a 10-2 run overall to start this quarter.
And 6 points from the free throw line.
Yeah.
2 baskets. Bowling Green, no field goals in the fourth quarter.
Well, they've taken some bad shots, and I'm pretty sure that's a courtesy of our defense. And I'm telling you right now, if I don't get to pick, we don't pick. I don't know who picks, but the player of the game, I'm telling you, should go to Katie Murphy. That kid has come in and been a defensive stopper and hit maybe the biggest shot of the game with that 3 when we were down 3, 20. I think it was 22-25 to tie the game up. That really started us on the run that we're on to go up by 10.
Bailey Pettigo will toss it in for the Trojanettes. Gets it into England. Back to Bailey Pettigo. And Jones is going to foul her. That's 3 on Kiasden Jones. 8 on the Lady Purples with 2:27 to play. And Bailey Pettigo, who has not been to the charity stripe, only Bertram and Murphy have been to the free throw line tonight. Well, I'll take that back. Mackenzie England hit a pair here in the fourth quarter. These are huge right here for Bailey Pettigo. 1-1. The shot goes up, and it is no good. Rebound to Tisdale. Bowling Green's got it. Here comes Shelton racing down the left side. Goes to the basket, puts it up and in. 39-31. Barren County with an 8-point lead. 2:19 still to play.
That's the most important thing. 2:19 still to play. That's an eternity. If especially we can't hit free throws. You mentioned we've been perfect from the line, but that will big miss on the front end of a 1-and-1 allowed them to quickly, probably less than 10 seconds, get to the other end and cut our 10-point lead down to 8.
And we were, 7 of 9. I think, Murphy missed 2 back in the second quarter. So Barren County's basketball leading by 8 with 2:19 to play. And Bowling Green's going to pick up full court.
And this is where they're really good. That's what they do. They pressure.
Yeah. Ball comes into Mallory Pettigo against Tisdale. Gives it back to Bailey Pettigo. Back to Mallory. Going to have to try to get it across the line. Pass was deflected, but England there to grab it. Throws it back to Bailey Pettigo. Back out to Mallory Pettigo. Out to midcourt. Now goes right side to Bailey Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo swings around, gives it off to Murphy, and back out to Bailey Pettigo. Throws it over to England. 1:58 to play in the championship game. And Bailey Pettigo is going to be fouled by Jones. And that's her 4th, putting Bailey Pettigo back at the line for a 1+1.
I know what we're trying to do, but I'd be much more comfortable trying to score the basketball. You know, we've completely looked away from the rim, but it won't matter if we make free throws.
Bailey Pettigo at the line. 1+1. It's on the way. Got it.
Chance to put it back to double digits. 4 ticks under 2 minutes to go.
Bonus try for Bailey Pettigo. That's her 7th point. Shot goes up, and it's good. Back up to a 10-point lead for the Trojanettes at 41-31. Ball rolls in. Jones has got it. Can't leave her open for any threes. Jones goes left side over to Brown. Brown crossover move. Goes to the basket. Puts it up. Rolls it in. Another timeout by Bowling Green with 1:47 to play.
I think they'll have 1 left. That's their next to last timeout, or should be.
Yep, they got 1 left. Barron's got 3. It's 41-33, Barren County, here in this Region 4 championship game.
Made them earn that one a lot more than they did the previous bucket. Didn't take a whole lot of time off the clock.
Their second field goal of the fourth quarter. Of course, Barren County only has 2 field goals in the fourth quarter, both of those from Elizabeth Bertram.
Yeah. We've kind of stopped looking at the basket, and that's what with the spread, just kind of making the time run off and Elizabeth find a back door. Those are the opportunities we have to look for. Face up to the rim and see if we can get somebody backdoor cutting for an easy layup. Don't completely go away from it. Be the longest 1 minute and 47 seconds maybe of your broadcasting career. When we won at 07, we won convincingly over Warren East. The tough game was in the semis against Franklin Simpson. Well, in the first round against Cumberland. With
2 points. T.J. Thomas's butt shot, and then we had the 2-point win over Franklin Simpson. The semis beat Warren East by 15 in the championship game. All right, full court pressure by Bowling Green. Bailey Pettigo gets it in play to Mallory Pettigo. Bounces back to Bailey. Throws it up court now to Bertram. Bertram gets it across the line. Races down the left side. She gets into a trap. Pass is deflected, but caught by England, and she gets fouled. And it will be on, is it on Shelton?
It should be.
No?
But he didn't call it on Shelton. He called it on 20 or 12. Let's see.
Brown?
Yeah, Brown. 21, sorry.
England at the line, and this will be 2 shots. The first one is up, and it spins in. (42-33), Barren County. 1:37. Got them both.
Back to 10.
1:37 left. Jones with the basketball for Bowling Green on the left side against Mallory Pettigo. Trying to get the screen so she can get open for a 3, but she cuts her off. Goes back to the left side again. Now driving. Throws it off in the corner. Going up the baseline. Here's a shot going up. It's an air ball. Put back up. No good for Tisdale. Got to get a foul, though, on the Trojanettes. And I believe it's on Bertram.
Yeah, we don't need to foul there. But maybe that's an okay foul when you're preventing her from getting a bucket as long as she didn't get the and one.
43-33. Trojanettes, 1:22 to go in the championship game. Tisdale at the line. Shot goes up. It is coming off.
We talked about their percentages. They're just not a really strong free throw shooting team, especially Tisdale.
Tisdale, second shot on the way, rolls in. Had a lot of rim on it. 43-34. Barren with a 9-point lead. Comes in England. Ball lost out of bounds. by Tisdale. We turned it over. Tisdale had it, but dropped it on the inline.
Got to be strong with it, extra strong with it.
Todd, if you're listening back in the studio, you might want to roll some tape. And Bailey Pettigo gets the ball in play to Mallory Pettigo. Bounces back to Bailey. Bailey trying to push it across the line here, and does. Down the left side. Goes baseline. Cut off. Needs some help. Calls timeout. Timeout with 1:10 to play.
She got way too deep there.
Yeah. Almost fell out of bounds. She was losing her balance there on the inline.
Smart job calling that timeout, saving the possession. We'll have it out underneath. And you almost have to know who you have on you because Tisdale has 4 fouls. She's not going to be willing to commit that foul and disqualify herself. So she needs to have somebody wait up there and just kind of throw it back around like we have been. But still, smart play.
Barren County's hit 10 free throws out of 11 here in the fourth quarter.
They're going to have to hit some more. Going to have to hit some more to
70 seconds left. Taking an Ernie T's timeout. Visit Ernie T's Barbershop across from TSC on Scottsville Road. Open a Coke and enjoy the game. A break in the action here. Player of the Game award coming up. We'll also have the presentation of trophies for the All-Fourth Region Tournament team. Stay tuned for that. Brought to you by Sky CTC and Oak Tree Awards and Recognition.
Really, some of those games on the Eastern time zone actually started at 7, so they started the same time we did, so we probably won't get any scores.
That is true. I forgot about that. So we did start at 6. Mallory Pettigo on the left baseline to toss it in. Still looking. Throws it out to Murphy. Murphy being chased out there. In trouble. Gets rid of it back to Mallory Pettigo. Now feeds it off to Bertram. Bertram back out to Bailey Pettigo. Goes to England. She's trapped, pass deflected. Caught by Bertram. Gives it off to Mallory Pettigo. Mallory Pettigo stops, looks, throws it across underneath the England. She puts it up and in.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Look to score there. Don't just expect the foul.
45-34. Gray with it. Driving. Throws it up over the rim. Rebound by Tisdale. Tisdale throwing it back out. Bounce off out of Bertram and out of bounds. It'll be Bowling Green's basketball with 38.2. Shelton having trouble, gets it into Brown. Brown throws up a long three. That's off high. We got a foul on the rebound. Somebody pushed off England, they say.
No, it's going to be the other way around. McKenzie held Tisdale, he's going to say. And it's going to stay right there underneath. That's just our 5th team foul, so it won't be in the bonus. Bowling Green underneath.
Lady Purples will have it with 33.6. Barren County leading 45-34. They lob it out to Brown. Brown driving, throws up the shot. No, didn't even draw iron. Ball tips out. Shelton grabs it. Shelton back out now to Gray. Gray wants to drive, and a foul on Bush with 23.6.
You know why that's an okay foul? Because we still have 1 to give. Now the next foul will put them into the bonus.
Shelton will toss it in to the right baseline. Gets it in underneath. It's deflected out of bounds by Bush. Trying to go to Gray on the left side of the rim. 22.8. Barren up by 11. Shelton out to Gray. Gray driving, throwing it up, and a foul with 19.2.
DeAngelin. No, England, actually. You know, when this game really started to turn was the fourth quarter. It makes me think back to last night when we rested our starters the whole fourth quarter and Bowling Green had to play it hard.
Gray missed it. 1 more to go. 19.2. Gray throws it up and got that one. Timeout by Bowling Green with 19.2 seconds to play. Barren County 45, Bowling Green 35.
You didn't really see the effects of maybe them having to play the full 32 minutes early in the game, but I think we really wore them down, and we had our legs more so than Bowling Green did. because they played every one of their starters almost the entire game, even though Glasgow had them, they had Glasgow down by 10 for the large portion of the game.
It'll be Barren County's basketball with 19.2, leading 45-35. Trojanettes ever so closer to the Sweet 16.
Starting to feel it a little bit. Make a trail of Trojans all the way up to Rupp Arena here if we can hold on the last 19.2, up 10.
Bailey Pettigo will toss it in for Barren. 19.2 left. Barren up by 10. Ball comes into Mallory Pettigo. She takes it up court. Going to get a foul. It stops the clock at 17.7.